Good day, grade 8 students. Welcome back to our online learning discussion. We are now in week 5. This is our subject, Social Studies, and I'm your teacher, Miss Michelle Joy. Our subject is Social Studies, and the topics that we are going to study this week is about Unit 1, which is Buddhism. The first topic that we are going to learn in this unit is about the propagation of Buddhism to the neighboring countries. Now, before we start with our online discussion, let us read the words to learn that we will be encountering in our next slide. Please repeat after me so you can still practice your reading and your speaking skills even if you're just at home. Are you ready? Let's start reading now. Letter A, propagation. Letter B, neighbor. Letter C, influence. Letter D, religion. Letter E, colonized. Letter F, capital city. Letter G, popular. Letter H, adopted. Letter I, independence. And letter J, principle. If there are words that you do not understand in these words to learn, please open your dictionary or you can Google them for better understanding. If you want to send me a message, you can always do that by sending a private message in our Google Classroom or in my LINE account. Let's proceed to our online discussion now. Let us now discuss the propagation of Buddhism to Indonesia. So class, when you say propagation, it means the spread of Buddhism to Indonesia. The border of Sriwijaya Kingdom covers 3 countries including the south of Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Therefore, there was a huge influence of Mahayana Buddhism to Indonesia. However, Raden Patah, who was the king of Majapahit Kingdom, took the power from the previous king and changed the national religion to Islam. Consequently, most Indonesians have worshipped Islam until now. So class, based on this paragraph, before the religion of Indonesia was Buddhism. But after Raden Patah, who was the king of Majapahit Kingdom, took the power from the previous king means the king before him, he changed the national religion of Buddhism to Islam. So until now, class, Indonesian people have worshipped Islam. So class, on the left side of your screen, you can see how Raden Patah looked like. And above, you can see the Indonesian religions map. So we have here modernist Islam, traditional Islam, Protestantism, Catholicism, Hinduism, and Buddhism. So there are still people who are practicing the religion of Buddhism in Indonesia. But as you can see on this map, so most people in Indonesia follow the Islamic religion or Islamic traditions. So class, after Indonesia, let's discuss about the propagation of Buddhism to Malaysia. So from the 3rd century, a Theravada Buddhism had been respected by only a small number of people. When Sultan Molmukha ascended to the throne, he changed the national religion to Islam. The reason for this was because he had the highest respect for the Islamic religion. Then in 1957, Malaysia gained its independence from Britain. Then practicing Theravada Buddhism became active again. So class, from the 3rd century, there are only very small number of people who are practicing Buddhism, which is the Theravada Buddhism. And especially when Sultan Molmukha ascended to the throne, when he became the Sultan or the leader of this country, he changed the national religion of Buddhism to Islam, like what the Sultan or the King of Indonesia did. So the reason for this was because he had the highest respect for the Islamic religion. But in 1957, when Malaysia gained its independence from Britain, they started practicing Theravada Buddhism again. Now class, let's continue. The propagation of Buddhism to Vietnam. Vietnam had been colonized by the Chinese for a long time, and Buddhism had become highly influential in Vietnam due to the visiting of a Chinese diplomatic corps. In 1983, Vietnam was colonized by the French. At this period of time, if anyone would like to work with the French government, they had to change their religion to Christianity. Therefore, Buddhism was less popular during this era. So class, Vietnam had been colonized by Chinese for a long time, and as a result, their religion became Buddhism. But in 1983, French people colonized Vietnam. So if you want to work during that time, if you want to have a job during that time, then you have to change your religion from Buddhism to Christianity. Because if your religion is not Christianity, then they will not allow you to work. So therefore, during the time, Buddhism was less popular. So moving on class to the propagation of Buddhism to Cambodia. So in the past, Cambodia was close to the Funan Kingdom, which was influenced by Mahayana Buddhism. When Cambodia moved to the capital city to Phnom Penh, Buddhism became less popular. However, Buddhism has been developed ever since the monks from Cambodia were sent to Bangkok to study the Buddhism's concept, and afterwards they brought back the knowledge of Buddhism to their country. So in the past class, Cambodia was close to the Funan Kingdom, which is influenced by Mahayana Buddhism. But when Cambodia moved the capital city to Phnom Penh, Buddhism became less popular. But then, when Buddhist monks from Cambodia were sent to Bangkok to study about Buddhism's concept, they brought back the knowledge of this religion to their country, and since then they start practicing Buddhism again. Now class, let us discuss the propagation of Buddhism to Myanmar. So Theravada Buddhism had been adopted since the era of King Anurat the Great of the Pukam Kingdom. He highly respected the Theravada Buddhism. When Myanmar was colonized by the British in 1825, Buddhism became less popular. Buddhism was further developed again when Myanmar gained independence from the British. So class, before in Myanmar, Theravada Buddhism was very active. But after they were colonized by British people in 1825, Buddhism became less popular because, as we all know, the religion of British people is Catholicism. Now, after they gained their independence back, they started practicing Theravada Buddhism again actively. So class, let us now discuss the propagation of Buddhism to Laos. The Queen of Chao Phang-am, who was the king of Lanna Kingdom, had concerns that the people in the town believed merely in spirits and angels. Therefore, she asked Chao Phang-am to invite the monks to the town to teach Buddhism principles to the people. So class, in Laos, it was a very different scenario or situation because their religion was not Buddhism at all, because people believe merely in spirits and angels. So when the queen was concerned about the people, she asked Chao Fangum to invite the monks to the town to teach Buddhism principles to the people. And since then, the people started practicing the teachings of Buddhism. Top 10 Buddhist countries. Number 10, Malaysia. It has 5,620,483 Buddhists. Number 9, India. It has 9,250,000 Buddhists. Number 8, South Korea. It has 11,050,000 Buddhists. Number 7, Cambodia. It has 13,701,660 Buddhists. Number 6, Sri Lanka. It has 14,222,844 Buddhists. Number 5, Vietnam. It has 14,380,000 Buddhists. Number 4, Japan. It has 45,820,000 Buddhists. Number 3, Myanmar. It has 48,415,960 Buddhists. Number 2, Thailand. It has 64,420,000 Buddhists. And number 1, China. It has 244,130,000 Buddhists. So these are the top 10 Buddhist countries in the world. So class, it's time for me to give you an activity, and this is our activity number 4. Answer the following questions. You can send your answers to me in our Google Classroom account or in my private line account. Please do not type your answers in the comment section or in our line group to avoid cheating. Number 1. In Indonesia, what was the reason which the people changed their religion from Buddhism to Islam? Number 2. In Vietnam, if the people wanted to work with the government, what religion they needed to change to? Number 3. Which country has the most influential religion in Cambodia? Number 4. When was Buddhism first developed in Myanmar? And the last one, what did the people in Laos used to believe in before they learned about the Buddhism principles? Good luck, everyone! So class, we now come to the end of our Week 5 online discussion. Please do not forget to do your activity as soon as possible. Please stay safe, and I hope to see you all the soonest. Bye everyone!